Okay.
I need you to tell me who you are, spell your name, and then the title that you'd like to see on the video.
Oh, okay. Greg Tracy. I'm Vice President and Regional Manager of Bank of Whitman. And you can spell my name by Gregtracy.
Perfect. I told you that was easy. We're done.
Hey.
Can you tell me when you first met Karen and Walt? Do you remember that time?
I certainly do. It was back in 1985 when I'm a banker with, let's start over again. Sorry about that. In 1985, I moved to this community and got on with First Interstate Bank at the time, and that's when I met Walt and Karen as a banker, and had the privilege of working with them through their early beginnings in the commercial real estate business all the way up to the great success that they're experiencing today.
What did you think of them when you first met them? And what were they coming to you for?
Well, when they first came to see me, it was a referral from one of my other clients, and they actually were buying the land at Rock Point, and they were looking for a financing package.
Did they have an idea at that point what they wanted to do with the land at Rock Point?
Yeah, Walt is a tremendous visionary, and he had visualized doing a major office complex at that point, and it was evolved over a number of years, but he started out one building at a time until he had 5 major office buildings built there. And also during that time, he was buying and rehabbing older buildings and bringing in the state as the major tenant. And it was through this effort that he became the second largest tenant of the state in Washington.
The second largest landlord?
I'm sorry, second largest landlord. Very good point. During the period that I worked with him over the 20 years, Walt, in addition to this office building, Rock Point office building, established several buildings that he rehabilitated from, say, old grocery stores or whatever, and leased them to the state. And over time, he became the second largest landlord for the state in Washington.
Wow. So I've heard it said that a lot of people thought that land over where Rock Point now sits wasn't really going to be great for development. And as a banker, when he came to you for financing on that, how did you view that as a business deal?
Well, it actually had a good layout for building. The only issue was the rock itself, because it could be very expensive trying to bore down into the rock and build a foundation. But Walt incorporated the rock into the building structure itself. So when you walk into one of those buildings, you'll see a beautiful rock waterfall. And he incorporated it and made it part of the total design. And that's just through his visionary efforts that he saw how to make that happen.
Has there ever been a time when he's come to you and said, I want to do this, and you thought, you're crazy?
Matter of fact, there are a lot of people that thought that when he announced that he wanted to buy the Davenport. And because it was such a dilapidated state, had never been occupied in years, and most people, there weren't too many that even wanted to get involved in it. And when Walt was questioned, why did he take on such a challenge, Walt would say, well, when I finish restoring that building, it'll be so beautiful that there won't be anybody that wouldn't want to stay there, and that will make it a success. And he was right.
So have you had a hard time in convincing others that he deserves the financing for these projects?
Not at all. He established a really rapid track record of success, and his timing, market timing, and his ability to determine what will and won't work just made it easier for a banker to work with.
Is there a friendship that you've built with both Walt and Karen?
Yeah, over the years they've become my extended family. I've always been relationship oriented, and we've been involved in so many different endeavors together that, yes, they have become my family in a way.
What are Walt and Karen like as people?
They're very dynamic, but they're very personable. They're honest, hardworking people. I would say if we were to earmark why they were successful. I would say that it was because of their hard work, honesty, and also I would say they're driven by the challenge of every project. It's not the money that was their driver. Money was sort of a byproduct of their projects. And of course, as I mentioned, the biggest challenge was the Davenport.
So aside from the Davenport Hotel, I think saving downtown and revitalizing all of Spokane, let's just take that out of the equation.
Okay.
What have they done for Spokane?
You know, one thing that I would like to mention, that there's a saying that behind every successful man there's a woman, and that's certainly true with Walt and Karen. Karen has been just equally involved on a day-to-day basis, every day working with Walt since the 20 years that I've known them. And Karen equally has added value to the equation, to their tremendous success. But basically, she represented them in the community by being involved in organizations and their philanthropic endeavors. So they have contributed a lot of time and effort in support of the community, organizations, and nonprofits. And they've just set an awesome example for what can be done in this community. And I think, as you mentioned, they've sparked a revitalization and a dynamic city for us here in Spokane.
How would their competition view Walt and Karen? I mean, how would the Wells, I guess, look at their accomplishments?
Well, I think Walt and Karen blazed a trail in Spokane with the office market, and he basically held a dominant position in that as far as controlling rents and whatnot, but because he was totally integrated. He had the construction crew, he had the rental agents, all that was part of his company, as well as even the maintenance. And Walt was so intricately involved in construction and the development that oftentimes when I go visit him, he would be out there working in the trenches with the troops. Competition, I think, evolved as a community grew, and it became obvious that there was room for growth. And I think he set a precedence for people to follow.
As friends, how have they been for you?
As personal friends, I'm going to have to think about this one. I hadn't thought of that one. What was that question again?
I mean, what's it been like to have them as friends? I mean, aside from the work relationship, I mean, what kind of people are they to be friends with?
Well, like I said, Walt and Karen are very easy to approach and down to earth. And it's been extremely exciting, though, to watch them start from a very humble beginning and to see and witness every success that along the way that they have developed and produced. And it's fun to be associated, obviously, with people like that and to play a little role in that. But it's all Walt and Karen working as a team. Karen handles the day-to-day business and personal affairs. She actually is an awesome interior decorator, incorporated a lot of her design in the buildings. Walt and Karen have traveled all over the nation and internationally to get design ideas as well as technology, which they incorporated in their buildings. And through all this, I've been a witness. And socially, we've gone out to dinner, I've been to their lake, and we've done a lot of things socially, and they're just delightful to be around.
I just had a question there, now it just went away. It's not a good thing. It's the mad cow disease.
Well, I hope I'm not acting too stiff here.
No, this is fantastic.
Okay.
You're doing fine. Why do they deserve this honor that Jay is giving to them?
Well, that's an excellent question. And one, I don't think you could find a couple that has worked as hard as Walt and Karen and as honest as they are and as passionate about their work. Their contributions obviously are one of the biggest is the Davenport, but a lot of people probably didn't know about the fact that they are or were the number 2 landlord for the state tenant. And I'm running out of things to say. Well, let's go over that again.
Why do they deserve this award?
Oh. Let me start over, I guess. I think Walt and Karen have contributed so much to the city through showing the confidence by rehabbing the Davenport and showing to other businesses, businessmen and developers what can be done, and giving the confidence back to the city that has really revitalized it. And I think that's their major contribution. And I think they could be used as a paragon for the young junior achievers as to what it takes to be successful. Because it does take hard work, it does take the honesty, integrity, and the passion. And I think those are ingredients that follow them through everything they've done.
That was perfect.
Oh,
That was
okay.
perfect. Is there anything else that you want to say?
I just want to thank Walt and Karen.
Well, I'm going to have you do that. I'm going to have you. And remember, look right at the lens, and whenever you're ready.
Walt and Karen, I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you on this honor. It's been a pleasure working with you over the years, and I'm looking forward to continue. Thank you again. Now, what else? That was kind of dumb.
No, it was good. You kind of stumbled on the end.
Yeah, I don't like that
Yeah.
at the end. I don't want to say I want to continue working.
Yeah. Oh,
Sometimes I do that.
yeah.
Let's see. Let me just think about it just a second. Walt and Karen, I want to thank you for everything you've done to this community. And
Hold on a second. Sorry
Oh,
about
okay.
that. That was going great, too. You ready, Kathy? Go ahead.
Walt and Karen, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for everything.
Sorry about
That's
that.
okay.
Okay, are we done?
Whoops, not yet.
Is it off, Kathy? Yeah, it's on. Okay, thanks.
Walt and Karen, I want to congratulate you and also thank you for the years of working with you. I'm going to try that one again.
That's good. Go ahead.
Walt and Karen, I want to thank you for everything you've done in the community, and congratulations, a well-deserved award. Thank you.
Do that one more time. Make sure you look at the lens.
Oh,
When you
okay.
look at me, you get kind of shifty-eyed. You don't want to be shifty-eyed.
Oh, okay. No, shifty eyes doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Walt and Karen, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for this community, and congratulate you for a well-deserved reward.
I'm going to have you do it one more time.
Was that a?
You kind of stumbled on two, and
I kind of
I
stumbled.
like what you said, but
Okay.
yeah.
Walt and Karen, I want to thank you and congratulate you for a well-deserved reward and for all the things that you have done for the community. Damn, I can't.
That was a good one. That was good. You want to try one more time?
Oh man, I'm running out of strength here. Okay.
You're doing great. And remember to smile. Smile. You like them, don't you?
Yeah, that's the other issue. Is my smile looks kind of wimpy when I'm focusing on trying to say something. It doesn't look genuine. But I'll try to do that. Walt and Karen, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for the community, and congratulate you for a well-deserved award. Thank you.
One more time.
I keep fumbling.
Oh, you're good.
Well-deserved what?
It would be a well-deserved award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Walt and Karen, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for the community and for this well-deserved award. Thank you.
I think we got it. I think we're good. Go ahead.
Walt and Karen, you really deserve this. Whoops. Walt and Karen, you really deserve this. Congratulations. How's that?
That was perfect. But one more time. Don't look up at me when
Oh.
you're done. Make sure
Oh,
you look right at
okay.
the lens.
Walt and Karen, you really deserve this.
And, okay, and I look at you, or what?
Yeah, you look at me.
Okay.